Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network, and welcome to X for people watching on there. Hope everyone is doing well. Big up to everyone that's tuned in to watch the Arsenal end of season awards on the Armory. So this is being done slightly different. We're not doing any ratings whatsoever. We have had 4,222 votes. They have been calculated, and we've got 8 different sections. And I will be announcing the award for each one as we go along. So it's going to be a very entertaining, interesting show because obviously I already know the results because obviously I've drawn them up. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Sorry, my internet is going to play up. So I've got horrible weather here. Everyone gets a 0 except the great one, Cedric, says to me. Oh dear. He loves the intro. So do I. The intro is awesome. It will change for next season for obvious reasons. We'll have new signings and stuff. So yeah, big up to Chris as well. Big up, mate. Hope you're doing well. There will be a little bit of waffle because I'm waiting for my co-host to be able to be free, and I'll hear him when he gets in. So what I'm going to do. So basically, there is 8 different categories. We've got game of the season. We have got disappointment of the season. Now that can be many, many, many things. Can be a game, can be a player, can be a performance, can be not winning the trophy, can be not winning domestic cups. Many, many different things. And trust me, a lot of people have put a lot of stuff there. We've also got the signing of the season. There's only 4 to choose from, to be fair. So, frustrating player. Trust me, there's a lot there. Quite shocking, some of them actually as well. Defender of the season, midfielder of the season. You got a forward of the season. I didn't want to put striker due to the fact we don't actually have one. And finally, we will finish with the player of the season as well. Is there a reward for the numpty of the season? I'm going to put that in the frustrating category. No, not actually. No, disappointment. Disappointment. I'll put that in. But there's some interesting ones. I will go through them as we go through each category. Tell what people have been voting for, and obviously we'll go through the winners and stuff like that. But on Wednesday there is a show, and it's very different to this one. That one is more to do with data. So it's the defending performance, the attacking performance, the passing performance, all the different intricate little parts that coaches, managers, football clubs look at. So I've done Arsenal stats and done all that, broke them all down, but they will be compared against everybody else in the Premier League. And I'll be honest, some of them will surprise some people on Wednesday, and it kind of just puts you a little bit more grounded and like, okay, Arteta's not going to be happy with some of the answers on that because, some things you kind of think we're doing better in that we're actually not. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I got knocked into the hole with Carlisle. Hopefully you have a better season next season, mate. That's what I'm hoping for you. Temi is going with the game of the season is the only trophy we won, and it's 1-1 City. Was that one on here? I don't think anyone voted for that. Oh, no, someone did vote for the Community Shield. Not many, but yeah. Not many voted for that one, if I'm honest. Big up to Luke, who's also got everyone's got involved in this. So big up to everyone that's got involved. Big up to Luke. So I'm just waiting for PB to join me. So yeah, there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15 games of the season that were voted on. There's many disappointments. Many disappointments indeed. 5, 10, 14. 18, 20, 22 different disappointments of the season. 22, signings. There's only 4 players to choose from, let's be honest, because that's all the signings we made. Frustrating players, there is 11. Defenders, there's only 4 really to choose from. Midfielders, there's only really 3. Obviously, no one chose Thomas Partey because due to the fact he really didn't play much of the season. 3 forwards. Weirdly, Jesus not even in there, not voted once. player of the season, there are 10 different people that people voted for, and we'll break them all down. So it's going to be interesting. Only 22 disappointments of the season. There are some really interesting ones. There are some crazy ones as well, but it is what I give people the option. I love different perspectives. Some people don't, and I get it. But I love different perspectives of multiple people to see what they're doing. So so as soon as PB joins, because he has got involved in this as well, so I want to wait for him because obviously his answers are in here as well. Sing that. Unfortunately, I actually messaged Tony about this regarding football chants, like copyright, because I don't know what the rules are on football chants, because who gets done for that? I don't know, because football fans are singing a song, change the lyrics. So I don't know. Hopefully Tony will get back to me on it, because the intro that I've done for tonight's show, which is our new intro for the new season, I've got two versions. I've got the one that the music's absolutely copyright free, but the other one I've actually put a football chant on. And I don't want to use it because I don't know. I honestly don't. When it comes to football chants, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Does anyone get done for that on copyright for that? I don't know. That's only because I know other people use them, but I don't know if it's a good idea to do it. It could be a risk, and I don't want to do risks. If I'm honest, it is a mad world, mate. I'd love to do it, but you get done for copyright. It's mental. Trying to think of other things we will be doing. So basically, these next two shows will be wrapping up this season. So after Wednesday, last season is last season. Next week will be the new season. So I'll be starting to talk about transfers, targets, what Arsenal will probably do going into next season. Stuff that's already happened. Obviously, there's a lot that's happened. A lot of players are leaving. A lot of people have signed contracts already. Like Leah Williamson was signed a new contract today. Stina Blackstenius signed a contract the other day. Jorginho signed one, quite a few weeks back now. Who are we going to sell? Who are we aiming to buy? There's a lot to go through. Colm will be wanting to ask my opinion on Jordan Gibson joining Donny from us. Oh, yes, he will. Yes, he will. He will indeed, mate. He will be asking, I promise you that. Big up to the silver one. I hope you got my message, mate, because I do need to know about that situation. I do need to know. Big up to Tamina Ahmed. Hi, Bobby. How are you doing today? I'm absolutely fine, thank you. I hope you are doing well, Tamina. Happy with all the extensions so far, men and women's. Yeah, Leah Williamson was a great one. Not a shock at all. Stina, I think that one was not as easy as we've made it out to be, but thankfully we've got her across the line. Another Arsenal. Any Arsenal news, please, Bobby? This will be happening next week, I promise, Tamina. I'm not going to do it yet. I just want everyone to get their chess pieces into place at the moment before I talk about all that. He can't complain. It's not National League. I can't believe he's moaning about Sabara. I'll be honest, because that's a great signing for Donny, but he hasn't got a clue. What message? I have messaged you. It's regarding the new countdown that I've done regarding football chants. I don't know if football chants are copyright issues. I don't know. So please let me know, because I have got there's two versions of that countdown. Same countdown with football chant, and one is the music that I've used tonight. So best keeper Hein should be staying, mainly because we have to. If I'm honest, it's more of a case of we're going to have to keep Carl Hein. Not that we want to, but Arsenal will win all of the 2024-2025 season. To me, I definitely hope so. That's what we all want. Pep is leaving. Well, I don't want to talk about this too much. Yeah, I might do a stream about it one day in the next few weeks. there is some stuff that people need to know about. Cozy news, no, not as of yet. The offers are in. And I do say offers due to the fact Cozier has had more than just an offer from Arsenal. He's had one from Newcastle. He's had one from Dortmund. I believe there's one other club, I believe it's in Europe, that has also offered him a deal. So, yeah, interesting. Donny getting even stronger already, says Chris. Lord Bentner for all awards. Big up to Cole. Looks like another Carlisle potentially joining us. A lot of noise going around. Oh, geez. And Pep leaving. Yes, please. We'll discuss that. We will discuss it eventually. I'm trying to waffle as much as possible so my pod brother can get on. But yeah, so there's got a lot that will happen. There'll be at least, I'm going to try and do it twice a week. Obviously, the Euros will start kicking in. Other stuff to happen as well. So I'm going to do my best to do Arsenal transfer news at least twice a day. I can't keep potato waffling. I'm trying to. I'm waiting for the ding dong in my ear that is backstage. I'll try my best. I might have to start at least doing some of them. But yeah, I'm going to try and do the Arsenal news at least twice a week. Some of them might be daytime. Pick up to Moss saying Lord Bentner, winner of life. He bloody well isn't. 2 hours later. It feels like a SpongeBob episode, doesn't it? But yeah, hopefully I'm going to give him 3 more minutes and then I'll crack on. But yeah, so the Arsenal transfer news will be at least twice a week. It might be one in the daytime. There'll be one in the evening. I'll try and do it the best I can. There won't be any set days, that's for certain. And then obviously the next watch along I'll be doing will be Germany versus Scotland, which will be 2000. What am I on about? The 14th of June. Just talk show. Wonderful it is that Leeds won't be tarnishing the Premier next season. Colby's still delighted for his weekend, and rightly so. You know, he had a great weekend when it comes to his football love. Yeah, so obviously Man United won the FA Cup, so he's delighted with that. And Leeds did not get promoted. So, yeah, Rennie probably thought, no, unfortunately, he's just running late, unfortunately. Saints in, bring on Letitia highlights. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that, unfortunately. Been a while since anyone has seen my beautiful Facebook. I know you've been. No. I'm going to do my best. Here he is. I've just heard him go ding dong in my ear. Currently, it's a blank screen, so hopefully he joins me. There we go. Yes, he's there. He is my poor brother. He is here. Hello, PB.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, all right. All good. Yourself?
Yeah, I tried to waffle as much as I possibly could. I run out of waffle.
Yeah, no, I know. It's it was oh man, it was bit of a Indiana Jones type adventure today. So I'm here now.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Thank you, mate. I'm just going to go through these last 2 comments and then we'll crack on with the show. It was a good weekend overall. Didn't have to talk about Max winning. And yes, I gave Leclerc credit. Well done, Chris. Deserves it. Russell still got driving my day. No, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Right. So let's get into the first awards. I have gone through how it's all going to work, mate. So we're going to get into the first one. So the first award goes to what was your game of the season? Now, there is 15 of them, so I'm going to run through what everyone voted for. So, Community Shield, 1-1 against Man City, because obviously actually won a trophy. 3-1 at home to Man United. That got some votes. PSV, 4-0 at home. That got some votes. Man City at home. Oh, that obviously got some votes. Your one, RC Lons, that got some votes. The 6-0 defeat. 4-3 against Luton away got some votes. Now, I'm wondering if that was to do more with mentality, because it was the mental issues that we had in that game. You know, we were rubbish, and Luton were just up for it, and we still managed to win. So that got a lot of votes.
For the neutrals, that was good, wasn't it? I mean, for the neutrals, it was great. But I remember doing a watch along with you with that game, and we weren't impressed with the defending.
Oh no, No, but I suppose game of the season, I kind of get it 4-3, you know, good scoreline and stuff. But yeah, the performance one.
Of course.
I think maybe I should have like game performance of the season. This was the game of the season, so people liked it. I don't know why, because it gave me high blood pressure, but there we go. The Liverpool 1-1 away. The Liverpool win at home. That also got some votes. The 6-0 drubbing of West Ham away. That does not surprise me. It got in there. Newcastle 4-1 at home. Man City draw 0-0 away. That got some votes. Brighton away 3-0. I think because a lot of people expected us to maybe fall to that one, but we dominated that game, to be fair. The Chelsea 5-0 at home for obvious reasons. Let's be honest, it's Chelsea. Tottenham 3-2 away. That got some votes. And finally, Man United 1-0 away. What do you reckon?
Yeah, game of two halves.
What do you reckon out of all those, 15? What do you reckon actually won?
So what I reckon out of
all those, which
one
do you reckon actually won? Yeah.
Which one won? Oh, you know what? I would say what probably won out of those was maybe I bet it was the Liverpool game because of the importance of it.
Okay. Well, in third place with 11% of the votes. Bear in mind there was 4,222 people that voted for these, so there was a lot of votes, and this was very close. This one. In third was West Ham 6-0 away. Sorry, Tabs. But Arsenal fans enjoyed it. In second was the Chelsea game 5-0 at home. Again, I'm not surprised by that one because we enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it personally. The one that won, now this one did surprise me. It was 12% of the votes. 521 people voted for this one. Only 8 more than Chelsea game. Was the Newcastle 4-1 at home. I have to be honest, that will surprise me. I have to be honest.
Okay.
But
me too. It was a good performance, but I had seen better this season.
Yeah, but maybe it's just because of
that was a good performance.
Again, I think it's maybe just because of what happened at St James's Park. Maybe I don't know what people were going through, but like I said, I don't say anyone's wrong, so it's whatever they choose. Brenny gets a -10 rating for coming late. Oh dear.
I know. Hey, couldn't be helped. Couldn't be helped.
It's one of those, mate. Don't worry about it. Righty Rocastle, 35 years since Big Win Parade, and Brenny Big up.
Yeah. I was doing that all yesterday. Yep.
Tell them,
that was all yesterday.
Your wages are being docked according to the silver one. Nice.
Well, Temi, I hope you watch. Hey, Temi, I hope you watched Fever Pitch and anything related with 89 yesterday, because it wasn't really talked about as much on social media like it normally is. Normally does over the years. So yeah, shameful.
Chris is voting for the Luton 3, Arsenal 4 for him. Obviously, he's a neutral, so I'll get that. Big up to Dermo, saying evening lads. I have to say the Luton game. I demand a recount if any of my picks didn't win Trump settings. Luke, seriously, I have done this as fair as I possibly can. Geez, seriously. Right, we're going to move on to the next one. What was your disappointment of the season? Now, there is loads, and I mean, there was 22 different things for this one. So I'm going to go through them all. And it probably won't surprise you what is the number one at the end of this. But people voted for the Ramsdale-Raya situation. Interesting. Not winning the title. Champions League performances were in there. That was quite high, actually, the amount of people voted for that. Domestic cup performance. People were not happy about that. Lack of youth appearances. Interesting. Havertz in midfield. People were quite specific on this one sometimes. Lack of squad rotation. Pre-Dubai performances. like I said, the people are very, very spot on with this. The Zinchenko stubbornness. Now, I'm guessing that is regarding Arteta with picking Zinchenko. The style of play, that got in there. Lack of width, that also got in there, which is interesting. The draw with Tottenham, the loss to West Ham, undefeated to our challengers, but no title. I get that one. That is quite frustrating. When you look at it, we weren't beaten by Liverpool, we weren't beaten by City, and we don't win the trophy. That is quite annoying. And when you look at it by the details, it is quite annoying. 1 point against Fulham, that got a lot of votes because we literally just got 1 point against Fulham, which is quite annoying. Aston Villa doing the double over us. That is quite annoying. Drawing at home to Fulham, that got a lot of votes. The away loss to Fulham. Hale Enders, so they're basically disappointing with Smith Rowe, Nelson, and Nketiah. Martinelli was specifically pointed out. Losing to Villa at home. And very specific, this one. Fulham second half away. Personally, I thought the whole game against Fulham.
That was awful. That was worst performance of the season. That was.
Yeah, so that was interesting. But before we go to results, I'm just going to pick up some things because this is going to get very quick. The toying of Tottenham is the one, says the silver one. City 1-1, game of the season for Temi, the Community Shield, I'm guessing. The only answer is Fulham at home, not winning anything. That's obviously his disappointment. Lord Benton not getting a game was a big disappointment for me. Someone did put Cedric not playing, and I totally ignored it. That ain't happening. I am not going to mention that, but someone did actually say Cedric not playing. They're just doing it to wind me up. My disappointment for you is FA Cup and League Cup. They were both there to win, in his opinion. Another one could be the back-to-back defeats to Fulham and West Ham. Exactly. Right. What came third was the Aston Villa doing the double over us with 9.8% of the votes. Second was not winning the title. Interesting. The first.
That was my first.
Well, this is the first one. Domestic cup performances.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that because, look, if we get knocked out, we get knocked out, but at least put an effort in.
Yeah.
That's always been my theory on that. At least put the damn effort in. Right, let's move on to the third award. The third award is Who Was Your Signing of the Season? There's only 4 to choose from, people, before we all get excited. Obviously, Declan Rice, Havertz, Timber, and Raya. This is going to be interesting. Now, I have got, hang on, before I get into that, disappointment of the season, Canna's not taking any of us on his holiday. He's Well, that is a slightly different issue. But anyway, let's get into who came third and second in this. It probably won't surprise anybody here, but here we go. We're gonna be 2 hearts running wild. Yes, well, I've become the Oscars now. We've got videos for this bit now. Declan Rice did win. He got 54.8% of the vote. 2,314 votes he got just for that. To be fair, obviously, Timber actually did get some votes. I don't know why. Maybe they're just happy to have him at the club. But it is what it is. Raya came third with 6% of the votes. Havertz came second in 37.6% of the votes. Obviously, you went for Declan Rice yourself, didn't you, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I can see the Kai now. You know, I think Kai's had a great season. Kai Havertz, people will go Rice, that's obvious, but I'm going to be different, mate. To be honest, Havertz got 1,589 votes. So he did well. He did really well, in my opinion. For a moment, I thought Declan Rice was coming.
You know why that is, don't you? He did. Do you know what, Bobby? Kai Havertz did have a really good season, a great season. But for me, it was because Declan hit the ground running, whereas Kai took time to get into the way we play.
Yeah.
you know, and when he was either, you know, like a 10 or playing up front, for me, that's where he shone. You know what I mean? He shone there. I mean, I wouldn't have played him as number 8.
No.
You know,
no,
so
I agree.
But Rice was just so consistent.
No, I agree. Right, let's move on to the next category. Who was your frustrating player of the season? Now, we've actually got 11 players. I was quite surprised by this, I'll be honest.
Seriously?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go through all the names as well. And obviously we'll have the same video for the top 3. But Saka got votes. Jesus got votes. Martinelli got votes. Nketiah got votes. Odegaard got votes. Partey, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Saliba, Raya, and Kivior. They all got votes. I was quite shocked by some of them, I have to be honest. You went with Zinchenko. We will find out very shortly who won this. I went Havertz on the crucial winning goals. He got 2. Yeah, exactly. He got some vital goals for us this season, Havertz. If you think about it, without him, we probably would have been nowhere near the top, if I'm honest, because he got some really crucial goals for us. Right, but we 100%. Are going to go. Yeah, right. Let's find out. This is not going to be a shock to anybody. Let's be honest. But we'll go through it anyway. We're gonna be 2 hearts running wild. Commiserations to Zinchenko. He gets the frustrating player of the season. 35.
I'll give him the award. I'll give him the award.
He got 1,499 votes. It's quite bad, really, isn't it? Jesus came second with 31% of the votes. Then it was quite a big drop down to Nketiah to 11. But Saka got 2% of the votes, which was quite shocking. But like I said, it's up to the people. It's their choice. It's their mind. It's how they see football. Right. So I don't say anyone's wrong. I was just quite surprised by some of the votes. It's just number 1. Stream disappointment. Gums are persistent auto fails.
Terry's funny, man.
Frustration player of the season is Fabio. Promised so much. See, I'm surprised no one voted for him, but I suppose because he wasn't seen, you couldn't really vote for him. I suppose that's the way. But this is more of a chat for next week. But what I will say, he is likely to be sold this season. So I've been saying it for a few weeks to people in the group WhatsApp anyway that I think will be selling him. Zinchenko and Jesus, but that's down to managers for not playing Zinchenko as midfielder and Jesus on the wing. Silver One thinks Jesus for him. Didn't know Fabio Vieira existed. He still does. I still think he's a very good quality player. I do believe when he's sold, he's going to be sold to Europe. He's going to do very, very well. I guarantee it because he is a quality player.
I've said that as well. I think we've all said that, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't suit the English league at all. And some players don't.
And a lot of us in the chat said that. That's right, Bobby. A lot of us in the chat and I've seen other channels have said the same thing.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he's not built for the Prem.
He's not. Right. Let's move on to defenders. Now, before people come for me, why are you not doing goalkeeper? It's pointless. It is literally pointless doing the goalkeeper of the season. Ramsdale's had a handful of games. It's an unfair. It's just not fair, if I'm honest. Vieira is like a Lookman, 100%. Lookman is a quality player, just cannot make it in England, but he can do very well in Europe. Back to Portugal League, potentially. There is a potential for France and Netherlands as well. If you look at Ajax, they've just got the Nice manager in there. So he's going to want some new players. Gabriel easily for this one. Well, we'll find out. Question. Arsenal fans are falling victim to a media campaign against Saka and we are not defending him enough. He just had a 30-plus goal assist season and people are talking about Eze and Elise over him. I don't know why.
I don't know what happened.
No. Look,
we are living as well.
Yeah, exactly. Look, we're signing a new winger. this new winger has got nothing to do with being better than Saka. It's about competition now. Now, a lot of people won't like me for saying this, but for me, no one should be guaranteed a place in our squad. No one. I don't care who they are.
Yeah.
I want competition in all places. I want to do a watch along an hour before the kickoff, and I haven't got a clue who's in the starting lineup. That's how I want to be, because that excites me. Normally, I know who's going to be starting, and it's not exciting for me. It's one of my favourite parts is, who's going to be in the team? Heinisch, goalkeeper of the season, conceded 0 goals for the first team. He conceded in a game, didn't he, for the season? Hein has played this season, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure he conceded as well.
Did he not play in the League Cup?
Yeah, I don't think he didn't do very well, as far as I remember. Where is your wooden spoon? It's in the kitchen where it should be, mate. Simple as that. Gabriel, your best centre back, but White is also up there. White's been consistent for back-to-back seasons now. Best right back in the league, in my opinion. Well, we're going to get into it now and find out who won. It's probably going to be a massive shock, but we'll get into it. Congratulations, Gabriel. Gabriel
deserved. Deserved.
It did.
You know,
to be fair, it wasn't
when
close.
I saw, was it close between Saliba and Gabriel?
Well, so it was 40% of the votes for Gabriel, 30% for Saliba, then White on 23.3. Tomiyasu did get 240 odd votes, so he did well. You know, some people will actually just like him, but yeah, Gabriel deserved it all day long for me. I was a bit surprised Saliba second. Sod off.
Yeah, and said no. I'm just about to say, and Cedric, I think all he got this season was a microphone and a stage all for himself, so he can perform and try and make people laugh.
Oh, I'll be honest. I saw him in a movie the other day, Unfrosted. Have you heard about it?
I haven't seen that. No,
it's about.
It must be comedy.
It is a comedy. Sorry, people, I'm going to bore you now. It's about the story of the Pop-Tart being invented in America, and it's got Hugh Grant. It's got a great cast list. Cedric Entertainers in it. It's a fantastic cast list, and it's about the fight for the Pop-Tart. It's mental. Absolutely mental. Well, most of it is they've made it very, very funny. I have to be honest. They've got to talk about the moon landings and all sorts. But yeah, it's very funny. But yeah, Cedric's in it. I thought of you when I saw him. I was like, well done, Bobby. Wonderful answer. Best defender, sod off Colm. Any of the three deserves number one, to be honest. Saliba was better than Gabriel last season. Gabriel was better than Saliba this season. They swapped roles for me, 100%, mate. Cedric deserves unused player of the season awards. Well, thankfully, he's going to be leaving in a few weeks officially, because obviously his contract still is with us at the moment. And Colm's finding it funny. Right, let's move on to the midfielder of the season. Now, this literally only had 3 votes. Smith Rowe didn't get anywhere. Partey didn't get any votes. Fabio Vieira didn't get any votes. Havertz in the midfield did not get any votes. So I hope I've got this right, because I've just realised I've missed out number 2. So I'm hoping I've got this right. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Let's find out who won. Declan Rice with the second award of the night. Now, this was extremely close. 45.7% of the votes. Odegaard, 43.6% of the votes. So this was very close. There was like less than 100 in this one. But do you think Rice deserves this?
Yeah, because I mean he's not really had the bag. Well, there's probably about maybe three games that this season I thought he didn't perform. 3, maybe 4 games, but I thought with Odegaard it would have been closer, or maybe for Odegaard to have won that award, he would have had a really good start of the season. And for me, I didn't think Odegaard did. It was only as the season got on, he got better and stronger.
Yeah.
No,
I agree, mate. I agree. Jorginho third. Well, to be fair, there were 3 votes. I'll go through exactly how much Jorginho got, but he got quite a few there, to be fair. Massive upset. Rice winning midfield of the season. Obviously, sarcasm. Completely agree with top 3. There you go. Brilliant stuff. Rice was a bargain. We underpaid. Right. So Jorginho actually got 458 votes. People, I think a lot of it is they just got to appreciate him because he has done a very good job.
Yeah.
The fact is, we paid 12 million quid for Jorginho. Everyone hated it when we signed him. People remember this. We hated the signing, most people, because we had Thomas Partey. Well, sorry, Thomas Partey, I can't wait for him to leave. I'll be having a party when he goes. Because Jorginho, at least we can rely on him. We can't rely on Partey, and that is the big issue I've got with him, is we can't rely on him. But Rice got 1,920 votes. Odegaard got 1,843 votes. So very close. And we'll move on to the forwards. Now, there's only 3 in this one as well. It's between Havertz, Saka, and Trossard. They are the 3 people that got votes. You obviously went for Saka, didn't you, on this one?
Yeah.
So we'll find out. Let's see who got it. Congratulations to Kai Havertz. He got forward of the season. Now, this might surprise you. I'll be honest. It wasn't that close. It wasn't that close. I thought this would be a lot closer. I'll be honest. In third was Trossard. He got 965 votes. Second was Saka with 1,329 votes. Havertz, 1,927 votes. A lot. Wow. 45.6% of the votes. Havertz.
That was a gap.
That was a big gap. I was quite surprised, actually. But yeah, Havertz, because of his improvement the second half of the season. Havertz for me. I had Trossard second, had Saka third. Yeah. Does not surprise me on that one, actually, with Saka.
That's you know what, Bobby, just before you go on, that's the kind of vote, right, that would like 4th of July in your our constituencies, it's going to be that type of, you know what I mean? I didn't say colour.
The Wooden Spoon Brigade may clip this. They're more than welcome to, but the thing is, I give people a choice. They vote whoever they wish. I don't tell them what to do. I don't tell them how to support. I found this absolutely fascinating because I know the people that who give me these answers, and they're all massive Arsenal fans. So they have no agendas. They just see things differently, and I don't think that every football fan. Because it will be a very, very boring game. Going to the Emirates, we all see the game the same. We'd all sit there and not talk. We just sit there and just watch the football. That's literally it. I like the fact, because my dad used to have heated discussions with the person that always sat next to him in his chair, because they always disagreed. I love that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, exactly. I think it's, what it is, probably, isn't it? It's just about we as fans, we all love Arsenal. We'll support Arsenal, but it's a case of everyone has different opinions. We've said this many, many times. But the thing I don't like is I don't like it when you have an opinion and someone who has an opinion different to yours, which is fine. It's when they want you to go about their way of thinking. They want, and it's like, well, no, it's not going to happen. And be like, look, we're going to disagree here. You know what I mean? And end of.
Yeah, exactly. And there's unfortunately nowadays you do that, you actually have a proper argument, and then you end up getting personal. And I'm like,
exactly
guys,
that. And I try and avoid all that.
Football. Yeah, I don't like it. I hate it. Football for me is way more than just the sport. It's more about the community, and you're there for each other. Like obviously, I brought up different. I went through the army, so for me, it's like brothers in arms. You protect one another. But some people don't look like that, unfortunately. Havertz is right as the silver one. Eddie Nketiah forward of the season for me. Colm, whenever you're doing your show, mate, I'm coming for you. I tell you, I'm coming for you. Sod. Havertz, McTominay, goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward of the season, every single position. Manager of the season, McTominay. Goal of the season, McTominay. Defensive tackle of the season, McTominay. Right? McTominay. I know how much he hates him. So, McTominay. I love it when players...
I thought he was a fan. I thought you were saying it because he was a fan.
I know because obviously he's Scottish, but... Yeah, he can't stand McTominay. Havertz winning by that margin is genuinely surprising, mate. It was shocked me. Because when I was doing the numbers, I was like, geez, there's another vote for Havertz. I just couldn't believe it. But what will be surprising more is in a minute, the player of the season. That is going to shock people where someone came. Be interesting to see who wins Arsenal player of the season as voted by Arsenal members. Maybe Havertz could beat Rice and Odegaard to it. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, that one's going to be interesting. Who wins the actual Arsenal members awards? McTominay gets all the awards. Yes, Cole, 100%. Dermot wins Hater of the Season award.
No, more like a lucky charm.
Yeah, a lucky charm, a little lucky charm. The wooden spoon should be used for baking or cooking. 100%.
Yeah, that's what I use it for. Yeah,
exactly. I'm not one of those people. Right, final award. There is how many different people? 1, 2, 9, 10. 10 people could win this. I'm going to go through them. Saka, Trossard, Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Odegaard, and Havertz. Now, I hope people are very prepared for the answers to this because it's going to surprise some people. Temi's getting Rice player of the match. Player of the season, do you mean, Tim? Probably player of the season, he means. Right.
Yeah.
Here we go, people. This is going to surprise people. I'll be honest.
We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Congratulations, Gabriel, on his second award of the night and the big one. He has won player of the season.
That's no surprise.
It will surprise you when I run through where people came.
Right.
Because Saka only got 8.6% of the votes. He didn't do very well at all, I'll be honest. He came 7th in the votes. Obviously, Gabriel wins it. He got 16.4% of the votes. In second was Ben White with 14.9% of the votes. And Odegaard came third with 13.1% of the votes. Very closely followed by Declan Rice in fourth, by the way. So Rice has to be mentioned. But Tomiyasu did very well. Everyone got over 5% of the vote. Everyone. So the lowest votes was Trossard with 178 votes. I quite like that because maybe some of his performances were very good. Some of them were awful, if I'm honest. But people just see it differently. Right, let's have a look. So it was player of the season. Silver one says, wow, surprised it wasn't Cedric. Honestly, I would not be speaking to anybody that voted Cedric. Simple as that. I did not expect that. No, I'm happy with that. People would have expected Rice. Ben White in second when he was third for defender. Well, this is look, a lot of people, I don't know if you've noticed, but people even put it in the comments. They not in the comments, but in the armory, and people that sent them to me personally, they voted for a different defender, midfielder, and a forward to the player of the season. I like that. It's very interesting how people look at it. Yeah. Because obviously they look at it as a whole team thing instead of, and that is why I did it like this. Split the defense, midfield, the forwards, and I guarantee you'll get a different player of the season. It's amazing psychology. It really is. And it's worked. It's worked a dream. I would give it to Rice due to him being game-changing signing. He brought his mentality and leadership into the team, which they lacked last season. 100% agree there. I'm just going to say that. This show just shows this show just needs Jeremy Vine.
No, it doesn't. Well, I've met him before, man. That guy's a joker. Oh.
But that means we are just one show away from the end of this season, which is on Wednesday, which I can't wait for. But people, do prepare yourself, because Wednesday is going to be hard to hear some of the stuff. Arsenal already know the details. They've already had the information themselves. They're not happy with some of the information either. It's not all positive. Let's be honest. Yeah, it's just not positive news. But at least we know that we're going in the right direction with all the data that we've got on Wednesday. So we'll go through that. It's a bit more of a library settings on Wednesday. But PB, thank you ever so much. I know you're running late, so thank you ever so much for joining me, mate. I really appreciate it.
No, you're welcome, mate. Welcome. I mean, it's a shame I won't be here Wednesday, but I'll be tuning in. So Wednesday, work again.
No, it's fine, mate. Honestly, but yeah, it's a very, very data state show on Wednesday. For some people, it's not going to be interesting, but it is going to be interesting for especially likes of me that love to break down the whole season. Like, let's just give you a for instance, right? Let's have a look. What can I quickly go through here? So possession-wise, you would have thought that we'd be very high in possession-wise, right? But we're like the sixth best team in possession, which is quite surprising. Duels. Now, this is the bit that Arsenal were very worried about. Now, you'd think that we would win most duels. Now, duels are obviously two players going together, and we were 14th out of all 20 teams.
Really?
14th. Yeah. Guess who was first?
Aston Villa?
No, Man City. Do you know why? Because they win titles. Yeah. By a long shot as well. This is the thing.
Well, I thought you were going to say City were second and Villa won it.
Oh, no. Aston Villa came 15th, actually. Aston Villa came 15th. Okay. Look, like I've literally got every team has been done, so we can compare it to our stats. Because if you just look at our stats, they're like, oh, they look lovely. It's when you compare them to the rest of the teams in the Premier League, that's where it goes, we've still got some work to do here. So, yeah, it's kind of just keep your feet on the ground a little bit and just, we need to have a very good summer. Right. Flammable Thursday settings, Luke. We all know what that's about. That should be funny soon. Marcelo playing at the 6 equals no one.
No one.
Hopefully none of this XG nonsense. I love the XG. I don't. No, there is no. Well, kind of, but not. It's actual stats. It's not a plonker in a corner just guessing stuff. It's actual stats. Yeah. So every game has been broken down. 38 games have all been put into a big computer, and we've all broken it all down, and it all goes into these little stats. And it's a horrible reading for Arsenal fans at the end of the season, but it is what it is. What I will say, and the funny part of it, looking at these stats, Liverpool should have won this league, by the way. Because honestly, it's quite shocking how bad they were in front of goal over the whole season, by the way, not just a couple of games, the whole season. Liverpool should have won this quite easily. XG is nonsense. Come on, you know which stat I love is the scoreline and league position. It is, yeah. But unfortunately, Liverpool should have won this according to all the stats and everything that we looked at. Liverpool should have won it. City should have come second, and we should have come third. So, it is what it is. We'll talk about it on Wednesday in more detail. It's going to be very interesting for people that like all that kind of stuff. But PB, it's been an honour. It's been an honour the whole season. Obviously, it's going to be a long time until we probably talk again now, unless you're obviously free to do Arsenal shows, Arsenal news shows.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
We'll be doing those twice a week. I don't know. They're not going to be a set day. It's going to be when I can fit them in.
Any future quizzes?
I don't think so, mate. With what's happening with Euros and stuff, I just don't think I'm going to have time.
Yeah,
I wish I could.
Or maybe throughout next season, possibly. Because did anyone topple me?
Don't think so, mate. Don't think so.
Yeah.
But I have an idea in my mind for a quiz, which will hopefully stitch you up, because that's the whole aim of this is to try and stitch Brenny up. But I'll see if I have time. I'll try my best to do it. But
I didn't get a trophy. But I've won the. Here's my own trophy. It was personalised, sponsored by Kleenex. Kleenex trophy. Right here, if you can all see it. Oh, you can't see it because it's fading. Look at that. Whoa. You gotta see it. Well, there you go. There it is. Hey, see it there? There's my trophy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. You know, a bit like Andrew, soft, strong, and not very long. But yeah.
There are other tissue companies out there in the world, people.
Yeah. Or was it someone says on another channel about other tissue companies are available.
But BB, where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me when we next have when we next meet again on Omri TV. I will be here next season. And also you can find me on Instagram. You can also find me on X as well. I'll be doing a few things on there, and also I'm going to try and not just Euros, but also I'm an all year man when it comes to sports. So athletics and tennis, they'll be in the mix as well, because I love my Diamond League, and the European Championships and the Olympics is coming up as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Excellent stuff. Brenny needs to keep an eye out for the new intro that I used tonight. There are some names that are going to be in that it's going to be very hard to notice it, but there are some special names in the new intros that I have created, which I've used tonight. So basically what I've done, I've done a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown. But what I thought I'll do this time is everyone that's worn the number 10 is now in there. Everyone.
Yeah.
So from the 1940s, 50s, 60s, everybody. Graham Ricks, Stuart Houston, everyone's in there. Obviously, Rocast was in there a few times because he's worn a few different numbers at Arsenal. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I hope everyone enjoys the new countdown, because it is a new season.
Well, I don't think I ever told you, but what number shirt do you think I used to wear a lot?
What position did you play?
I played centre forward. Sometimes I play on the left or the right wing in a 4-4-2.
Well, then surely you would have been. I don't know. Because obviously, when we all play, when I'm right back, I'm number 2. As simple as that is. It's not very difficult to work out.
It's when I played football a lot especially not so much the 80s, but when I was a teen, but in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it was number 8.
Oh, okay.
Righty. I loved number 8. I always used to grab the number 8 shirt first from anybody. Had to be 8. If I couldn't get 8, then I'd wear 9. But I love wearing 8. All about the 8.
Yeah. Back there on Saturday as well, mate. Back there on Saturday. Yeah. Should have won it. I wonder why it couldn't finish at Blackpool Amusements. Milan Barrett. So honestly, some of the numbers nowadays drive me. And I'll be honest, when I was going through the whole list of who's worn these numbers, I was quite shocked who's actually worn it as well. There was I'll say Tutu wore the number 3, I think, at some point. Igor Stefanos wore one of them. Honestly, number 30 for me, good goalkeeping number.
I would give
number 30.
Yeah. When Party sold, I would give his number 5. I'd give it to Saliba, and he can give up the number 2 and just give it to Timber or White.
I agree. I believe, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I do believe there is going to be a squad number change for Odegaard this summer. I'm not 100% sure if that's happening, but as far as I'm aware, he's changing his number. Obviously, if Thomas Partey...
Yeah, it'd probably be number 10.
Yeah. If Thomas Partey was to leave, which it's looking like he's guaranteed he's leaving now, I agree with Brent. Give Saliba number 5, please. please give him the number 5.
Yeah.
Take the number 2 off him. Give it to Ben. I don't know why Ben's wearing number 4. It makes no sense. It plays in my head, I'll be honest.
Because Odegaard for me, I'd love to see him. I know it'd be the number 10.
Yeah,
it'd definitely be the 10. But who do you reckon would be in the 8 then? If he gets the 10,
that'll be our new signing. That'll be our new signing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The number 8 will be our new signing. Obviously, Kieran Tierney's our number 3. If he was to leave, which is looking like, I do wonder whether or not we give Timber number 3.
Yeah.
I think there'll be, even though I'm just talking about Odegaard's squad number, I do think there'll be quite a few squad number changes this summer. I just think there will be. I think Nwaneri might be given quite a good one as well, because obviously he's going to be part of our first team. He could still go out on loan though. Just because he's been called up to the first team doesn't mean he won't get sent out on loan. That does happen. That would please me. Saliba wearing a centre back number.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah.
This is
100%.
We all agree on this one, Luke, don't we? This is the bit that we definitely agree on. These numbers drive me potty. It really bugs me. You know, every time I have to do a watch along, and obviously I do Leeds, I do all sorts of different teams. I look at all these different squad numbers, and I'm like, now he's a number 2, but he could be playing anywhere on this pitch. So I'm going to wait for the actual lineups, how they're lined up before I put where they are. Because I guarantee, and I've seen it this season. I've seen there's been some weird ones. I swear I've seen a number 2 up front. And I'm like, what are you doing up front?
Yeah, I've seen that as well. But I can't recall. But I'll have to look that up. But yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Drives me potty. Sam Lavelle wears number 5 because he's 5 every game. Squad numbers annoy me too much. All the hassle. Who cares? Leave it blank. Just have names on it. Oh, I don't know.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's more revenue. But I like to say that I love a number 4. You know, and it's, to be fair, it's easier for me as well, because when I'm doing a game that, to be fair, I don't know the teams very well. It's easier for me to say number 4 than it is to say I can't see his name because it's so small. Because I ain't got a clue who he is. So I'd rather say, for me, it's easier. F1 cars should have their drivers' names, not numbers 2. Chris is one of them. I love Chris to bits, honestly. Just switch it off. I saw a number 2 playing up front. Mate, honestly, it drives me potty. It really does. Honestly, mate. Oh, seriously. There's someone in Europe as well that plays with I think it's like 98 or 97 on the back of his shirt, and he's like their number 1 forward. That. I'm like, unless it has a specific meaning to you, because I do get it that there are specific meanings behind these numbers. Unless it has anything to do with that, take it off and put a number 9 on. Some people just say, "Oh, it's my lucky number." How is 97 your lucky number? At what point is 97 a lucky number? Like, seriously, 97. It is there. All this, I want that number. Oh, give up, grow up. With Sam Lavelle, just remove his name and number. That's your dreaming, Chris. Right. Thank you ever so much, guys. Like, this one's more entertaining than Wednesday's show is. I'll be honest. Wednesday is more data, lots of data. But please do try and tune in if you can, for people that are interested in that kind of stuff. But guys, I'm out of here. PB, thank you as always, mate. I will definitely see you at some point in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But for now, we've got one show left of this season and it's done. Guys, take care. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.
All the best, everyone. Take care.